Hi, hello guys, this is Vijay, biology lecturer from Aileba Junior College. As you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that we are discussing about NEET biology and NEET chemistry, each and every chapters in detail, and also we are discussing the practice numericals. In that category today we are going to discuss about NEET biology, plant kingdom, unit 2, algae in detail. Let's start. And let us talk about the next category of under algae, that is green algae or Chlorophyceae. So now let us talk about the third category of green algae or Chlorophyceae. Under this category there are more than 7,000 species can be seen. So there are more than 7,000 species of the green algae which are living in the wide variety of habitat from the salt water to the fresh water. Most of the chlorophytae which are living in fresh water, there are few they are living in the marine water. And there are also few organisms under this category, they could survive on the moist soil. Several other organisms that can be seen in the snow region or the ice region, which are also called as ice algae. So now talking about the lichens, some of the green algae which are the components of the lichens, which is acting as a phycobionts partner with the fungus, and some of the species they have lost their chlorophyll and to become the parasite upon living on the other organism like phytoparasites. And one of the example for this Cephalosaurus, that is one of the species that could causes the diseases to the tea plant as well as the pepper plants. There are few organisms under this category which is acting as a ebizoic. Ebizoic is nothing but the algae that could survive or that could grow on the surface of other organism, other animals. They are called as ebizoic type of algae. And especially Zoochlorella is one of the best example. They could survive on the cells of the mollusca and the sponges present in the marine habitat. Let us talk about the shape and the structure or the form of the green algae. Green algae, that could exhibit an extraordinary variety in the form and shape of their thallus or the structure. Say for example, unicellular organism, the best example is Chlamydomonas with the motile form. They could able to move from place to place with the help of flagella. And unicellular non-motile organisms, the best example for the green algae that is called Chlorella. So there the flagella that could not be seen. And the colonial form of the motile organism can be seen, say for example like Volvox erythrolax. So these are the best example. And the colonial form of coccoid structures can be seen under the category of green algae, like the best example like Hydrodictyon is one of the example. And the colonial palmellate forms can be seen, like Tetraspora is one of the best example. Like filamentous form, in filamentous again branched type of filamentous and unbranched type of filamentous algae can be seen. Like unbranched type of filamentous algae, say for example like Spirohera and Elothrix, and branched type of filamentous algae under the category of green algae, they are called Cladophora is one of the example. And heterotrichous shape or the structure can be seen, like Coleochaetae is one of the example for this category. And umbrella shape the green algae can be seen, like the best example Acetopularia is one of the best example. And Siphonaceous structure or the form can be seen in Ochreria. So these all are the different structure or the form of the thallus can be seen in the green algae. So next we are going to discuss about the pigment. Chloroplast is the pigment that could contain the organism belongs to the green algae, and this green algae which contain 4 different types of chloroplast. Say for example like chlorophyll B, which are responsible for the green color, and the yellow color pigments such as like carotene and xanthophyll, which are also called as carotenoids. So these are the different type of pigments can be seen under the category of the green algae or chlorophyta, which are involving for the photosynthetic processes. And next, talking about the cell wall. Cell wall, which is usually made up of two different layers, like outer layer and the inner layer. And the inner layer usually which is made up of cellulose, and that also form with the microfibrils. The outer layer usually which is made up of the pectone and proteinous substances. So these are the components present on the cell wall of this chlorophyte. And next, talking about protoplasm or protoplast. Protoplast is bounded by the plasma membrane, and in many genera a large central vacuole that can be seen, especially like Spirohera, and mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus like cell organelles can be present well defined in green algae. Apart from this the chlorophyll pigments, there are few green algae, they could bear the pyreenides. So pyreenides are made up of the central protein, which is central protein body surrounded by the starch covering, and they are considered to be the mass of the starch or the protein reserve, which are also called as the reserve food for the organisms. And next, talking about the reproduction. They reproduce by asexual method as well as the sexual method, and the asexual method can be usually occurs by means of the zoospore formation. And in addition to these asexual spores, aplanospore and hypnospores, acinids, which are also formed during this asexual mode of reproduction. When talking about the sexual mode of reproduction, that is takes place by the formation of gametes and the fusion of gametes. And the gametes are usually similar to the zoospores in the morphological structure and the mode of formation, and the gametes may be naked or covered by the separate wall. And sexual reproduction could be occurs by means of isogamous method, anisogamous method, and oogamous method. Now let us talk about the different methods of asexual reproduction can be seen under the category of green algae or chlorophyta. And under this category, they have been noticed in the aquatic members. The zoospores usually are motile and they could develop into a new plants. Say for example like Chlamydomonas and Eleutheryx. And zoospores may be very simple with one or two flagellae that can be seen in Chlamydomonas as well as Cladophora, and may be compound or may have an apical ring. They may have an apical ring like Eudogonium is one of the best example, and quadriflagellate. There are 4 flagella can be seen in the zoospore like Erythrolix, Eleutheryx and Cladophora are the best example for the quadrillate flagellate. Next, the one more method under the category of this asexual reproduction is aplanospores, formation of aplanospores. These are the non-motile spores which are reported in the terrestrial form of the green algae, and they are usually thin-walled, formed by the cleavage of the protoplast within the cell. Especially these aplanospores can be seen in the organism like Eleutheryx. Hypnospores also one of the method of asexual reproduction can be seen under this category of algae, and they are usually very thick walled and non-motile spores, and this type of spores usually produced under the unfavorable condition. Say for example like Ocheria is one of the best example. During the unfavorable condition, the non-motile spores are being developed, and when the favorable condition occurs, they could develop into a new organism. And acinids is also one of the method for the asexual reproduction can be seen under the category of green algae. And during the formation of these acinids, the protoplast of the cell that could be round off and contract and losing of water, the cell gets filled with starch and oil, and the approaching of the favorable condition, these particular acinids grow into a new individual or the new organism. The best example for acinids are nostoc and Cladophora. Tetraspores. In brown algae, certain cells formed by the tetrasporangia which produces non-motile spores such as called as the tetraspores, and these are formed due to the meiosis, so that the germination that could develop into the haploid plants though produced on the diploid plant. And this type of organism can be seen, this type of reproduction can be seen in the organisms such as like Polysiphonia is one of the best example. And there are one more, the asexual mode of reproduction can be seen in the green algae like Palmella stage. And the Palmella stage is also one of the asexual mode of reproduction. Sometimes, the zoospores, they do not come out of the parent cell and they get enclosed in the mucilaginous envelope, and they are further divided into more daughter cells. As a result, it could form a small colony in the entire, the zoospore, and they could develop into a stage called Palmella stage. And these Palmella stage, during the favorable condition, they could develop into the different organisms. Say for example, Chlamydomonas is one of the best example, and Eleutheryx is the another example under the formation of Palmella stage during the asexual mode of reproduction. Finally, we are going to discuss about the economic importance of algae in detail. So until this, we are going to complete the plant kingdom under the category of plant kingdom, complete the entire chapter of algae. Okay, let us see what are the various economic importance can be seen in the algae. The first and foremost example for the economic importance are the algae which is acting as a food. So algae is one of the organisms that could constitute an important sources of food for many aquatic organisms such as the fishes or other aquatic organisms, and even the mammals which are living on the terrestrial, and directly or indirectly including with human being as well. Say for example, people in those who are living in the coastal countries such as China or Japan, they were used algae as one of the main source of food, as the extraction of SCP, single cell protein. The most commonly used algae for as a food in the other countries such as the China and Japan are chlorella, ulva, porphyra, laminaria, and Nostoc, alaria, then rhodymnia. So these all are the best example of the algae they could involve as a source of food. So another example for the economic importance of algae are they act as a fodder. Fodder is nothing but these are the food or the nutrient which is provided or given to the cats and other animals. Say for example, many seaweeds like Fucus, Laminaria, Sargassum, Rhodymnacia, Rhodymnia, and Ascophyllum, these all are the best example. They used for the fodder like sheep, goat and cattle and even poultry in many countries such as USA, Norway, China, Denmark, New Zealand and the Great Britain. And also the planktonic stage of the algae, they used as a major food for many of the aquatic organisms such as the small organism, protozoans, crustacean, fishes, larvae of many aquatic organisms, and these are further indirectly consumed by the human, so that the human could extract the protein from the fish or any other aquatic organism from these algae. Now let us talk about the commercial purposes of algae or the uses of algae in the industry. Many products of commercial importance can be obtained from the algae. Say for example, the best example is agar agar. It is one of the jelly-like non-nitrogenous product that could be extracted in water from many number of the red algae like Gelidium, Gracilaria and Chanthrus are the best example. And these particular agar, which is used as a stabilizer or the emulsifier in the food stuff and preparation of cosmetics, preparation of leather related objects or the substances, and medicines, especially for the preparation of medicine, and paper industry, and which are also used for the textile industry and baking industry, meat industry, and the tanning industry, preservation of the food like canning of food or the canning of fishes. There we are using this agar jelly. And the most important use of agar is the preparation of cultural media in pathological department or the microbiological laboratory and the diagnostic lab in development of the tissue culture laboratories and for doing the research and for doing any test related. And one more example like carrageenan, it is also similar to the agar-agar jelly that is also made up of the complex polysaccharide esterified with the sulfate and which is obtained from the Chantras or Giardina or the different types of algae, and which are usually are widely used as a stabilizer of emulsions in the paint or the preparation of cosmetics, and also used in the textile industry, leather industry and breweries industry, food industry and pharmaceutical industries. We are going to talk about alginates. Alginates are nothing but the salts of alginic acid, and these are extracted from the cell walls of many brown algae. Say for example like Macrocystis, Ascophyllum, Fucus, Lessonia, Sargassum, and it is one of the polysaccharide which is made up of hyaluronic acid and manuronic acid. And these are usually used for the thickening agents in the preparation of soap and the preparation of sauce and preparation of jellies, creams and printing ink and the preparation of dental impression powder or the ointments or the dressing material and to stop bleeding. All these purpose we are using it. And diatomite, the fossilized diatomites which are deposited in the sedimentary rocks from the diatomaceous earth known as the diatomite. And these are used for the chemical industries, furnaces and refrigerator, soundproofing rooms for making and tooth powder. So we are using these diatomites. And mucilage which are extracted from the carrageenan and the Chantras are the best example of the algae, and they could used for the preparation of cosmetics, shaving cream and shoe polish and the shampoos like many other substances. Let us talk about the economic importance of algae in the agriculture. Say for example like nitrogen fixation, many examples are there. They could involve for the nitrogen fixation on the terrestrial, and which is helping indirectly or directly helping for the survival of other plants like Nostoc, Anabaena, Oscillatoria, Calothrix, Strychnema. So these are the best example. And soil formation and soil conservation, and they are also decreases the pH level and to increase the nitrogen or phosphorus and the organic matter and water holding capacity for the soil. Like in the agriculture field, the some of the algae which are helping for preparation of fertilizers and manure. Say for example like seaweeds are usually used as a manure near the coastal region, and they are rich in potassium, phosphorus, microelements and some other growth substances. Say for example like Terpinaria and Anabaenopsis, spirulina are the best example for fertilizers and acting as a green manure. The recycling processes are algae which is in the sewage disposal. The direct sewage disposal causes the water pollution. Sewage that could consisting of organic or inorganic material. It is very poor in oxygen and can be aerobically decomposed by the growth of many unicellular organisms such as Euglena, Chlorella, etc. The sewage which is very rich in sulfur, phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium and other minerals. The photosynthetic activity of the algae that could produce oxygen that could turn into utilized by the bacteria for the sewage decomposition. The reclaimed sewage water can be irrigated to the crops and they could serve as a fertilizer. So for the recycling purposes, the algae which are involving for the sewage disposal. Okay, so how far the algae which are involving for the medicinal field and its economical importance. Some of the algae, they could possess the antibacterial substance. The best well-known example in the year 1944, chlorella is one of the first antibiotic which is obtained from the algae. Like example like Ascophyllum, Laminaria, Cladophora and Polysyphonia and Rhodomela. These are the best example for these antibiotic substances. Agar-agar which is used in for the preparation of pill and tablets, ointments and laxative in number of medicines we are using it. and kerogenin is one of the the algae which is used as a best blood coagulant algae, and many other algae species like corallina and codium which are also utilized in the preparation of extract that is used for the treatment of kidney, bladder and lungs related diseases. Recently, the unicellular green algae such as chlorella and Scindesmus and that have been found to be useful in the space research programs. Say for example like carbon dioxide and other body waste such as urine and feces of the astronauts which are decomposed by these algae to produce oxygen and food during the space flight trips. The biology they could trying to devise the biological system which would provide the complete recycling of the waste materials with the help of such a type of algae. And next we are going to talk about these algae which are used as a natural fuel resources. Say for example the petroleum and the natural gases are the best resources which are containing the organic in origin and are also contributed by the marine algae. Most of the marine algae which are involving for the production of natural gas and for the petroleum, the plankton which are fed up upon by the marine animal and the dead remains of the marine animals and the plants in turn the accumulation at the sea bottom could be buried in the sedimentary rocks. These were decomposed by the anaerobically and to become converted into oil and gas by such a type of algae. So though there are lots of economical importance, beneficial effect of algae, there are few negative importance as well. Say for example, many of the algae that could produces toxin that can causes the lethal or the death effect for the aquatic organism. Say for example, the toxins which are produced by Microcystis, Gonilax and Gymnodium beneficium. So these organisms that could lead to the death of fishes and other aquatic organisms. Cephalaris is one of the green algae which is acting as a parasitic in nature that could causes the red rust tea and it causes the diseases for the tea plant as well as the pepper plant. Similarly, damaging of the ships and shipyard. Say for example, some of the seaweeds that could grow on the metallic or the woodwork of the ship and the boat that could causes fouling and corrosion. Due to the corrosion it undergo for the destruction, and some of the algae they could grow on the historical buildings or the monument that could spoil their nature or the structure. So these all are what the negative point of view we are discussing about the economic importance of the different types of algae. Yes, so far guys we have discussed in detail about plant kingdom under this category algae in detail. So under the category of this algae we have discussed about red algae, brown algae, green algae in detail, its characteristic features and its special characters like how they were involving for the mode of nutrition, how they were involving for the mode of reproduction, and also different types of reproduction can be seen under these three different categories we have discussed in detail, and their cell structure, thallus and habitat, everything we have discussed in detail. Finally, we discussed about the most important or the economical importance of all these three type of algae in detail: red algae, brown algae and green algae. And there are few negative economic importance also we have discussed in detail. Okay, yes, so far guys we have discussed in detail about the unit 2 plant kingdom algae under this category red algae, brown algae and green algae in detail. And this particular chapter we are going to discuss with one more subtopic. Until then, thank you guys.